Eminem and Mariah Carey. So they've been feuding. If you remember, Mariah Carey's husband, Nick Cannon, got involved and wrote this long, ridiculous blog about how he's going to kick Eminem's ass for writing this song about Mariah Carey. It's called Bagpipes from Baghdad, right?
I remember that story, and I've been waiting. Every day I wake up and think, wait a minute, why hasn't Nick Cannon kicked Eminem's ass yet?
Right.
Because he promised it in a blog. So obviously it had to happen. I'm surprised it hasn't happened. What's the latest twist?
This is the latest twist. Nick Cannon has done nothing about it, but Mariah Carey has used her words to fight back. Okay, it's great. So first, let's listen to a clip from Eminem's song Bagpipes from Baghdad.
Go.
Mariah, whatever happened to us? Why did we have to break up? All I asked for was a glass of punch. You see, I never really asked for much. I can't imagine what's going through your mind after such a nasty breakup with that Latin hunk. Luis Miguel, Nick Cannon, put the back to fuck up. I'm not playing, I want the back, you punk. This is Hello Kitty bedspread satin funk.
Okay, why did we break up? Apparently, were they ever together?
Look, Mariah Carey denies all charges. Okay?
Charges of being with Eminem.
She says that she had nothing to do with Eminem, and I don't know. I don't know whether or not they had any relationship. JR, do you know anything about this? Do you have any evidence?
Were you ever on a basketball court when they were making out?
Whatever it was a while ago. I think they like met or something, and then they went out or something, and he asked her or something. It was very minor, is what the story says.
Right.
And she started getting upset when he started saying, oh, yeah, I did this and that, a bunch of sexual rumors about them when it never happened, from her story.
All right, I got you. So that's the background. So what's the latest then?
Okay, so the latest is Mariah Carey just came out with her new single, and she has a couple lines in there for Eminem. We have audio of that as well, so why don't we go to that?
Telling the world how much you miss me, but we never were, so why you tripping? You a mom and pop, I'm a corporation. I'm the press conference, you a conversation. Why you so obsessed with me? And boy, I wanna know, lying that you're sexing me when everybody knows. It's clear that you're upset with me.
Uh-oh. She called him a mom and pop. Booyah! She says, I love that she's turned things into positives. She's like, I'm a corporation. That's a great thing, right? Okay, you're a little mom and pop. And you're a conversation. That's kind of interesting. I'm a press conference.
No, I love her comeback because it's kind of classy. It's not like, oh, I mean, look, I think most women would come back with something like, oh, you have a small dick, you suck, and stuff like that.
Oh, is that the standard comeback these days? I didn't know that. Okay.
Because that hits the core of men, That degrades them to the core. But here, Mariah Carey has taken the classy approach.
So this is how Anna's song would have gone if she was beefing with Eminem. And you have a tiny, tiny, tiny penis.
But that's the thing. Look, if I were feuding with anyone, I wouldn't go this public with it in the first place. So Mariah Carey, I think she took a good approach. She kind of, instead of completely ignoring it, she took the middle ground where she dissed him, but not too bad.
Right. You know what? Here's why I think it's effective. Because at the end of hearing both of those things, I came away with the impression that they did not sleep together. And that Mariah Carey is really asking, why are you tripping? What's going on with you? Who are you? What kind of a clown are you, right? And Eminem usually would get really, really graphic, but he isn't that graphic, leading me to think that they actually didn't do anything and that he was kind of pissed. But he kind of wanted to blow up the fact that, oh, yeah, I went on a date with Mariah Carey. I mean, she blew me up, but hey, we went on a date. Yeah, it was great. So look, I don't know for sure, but I'm going to rule on Mariah Carey's side here. Uh-oh. I'm going Mariah Carey for the win. FTW.